Yeah, I did ask my Japanese barber who's from Kyoto, and like I said does Japanese people still have this fantasy, or like do they like going to New York? And they were like, that's the last generation, like not anymore. Yeah.
That's just one data point. It's not even
I don't
points,
have
one data point.
I don't know that many Japanese to actually validate this. How? Yeah, I don't know. What is it? So you have experienced.
Oh yeah, so I have a Japanese girlfriend. She's my best friend.
Like, don't choke when you're doing a podcast. Or like, you are a really professional like podcaster.
Am I? Okay. Doesn't matter.
See, I'm really passive aggressive. I'm speaking English, right?
Yeah, sure. You're a fucking asshole. Yeah, my best friend, she's Japanese. I was lucky to find her.
How did you meet her actually?
So my husband was working for a Japanese semiconductor company. Actually, everybody knows that company. It's Hitachi, 日立空调.
Wait,
AC.
there are like semiconductor?
They make a semiconductor tools to inspect wafers. Yeah, because Hitachi makes a lot of different things. They make shinkansen.
Yeah.
They make massager. They make air condition, and they also make
It's just like Samsung, right?
Yeah, a little. And they, I guess, like during 90s and 2000, they made the correct bet to go into semiconductor, so they were pretty successful. He got a job there, and he was invited to a working party. His boss is Japanese. His boss is also Japanese.
So you met them at a work party.
I met her at a work party. She was the first person. She was like standing by the door, and she was the first person I talked to. And then we become friends forever. And she was like, she came to US with her husband. Her husband still works at Hitachi.
So I do have a question. Like, did you turn into a weeb before this, or like you turned into a weeb after this? Were you a weeb before this?
I was a weeb, I guess, if you have to say so. I don't identify as a weeb though. I'm not Pyangtai.
No, weebs are nice people. They really are. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I like the watching TV. During college, I watched so many the Japanese TV show in high school. I watched so much, and then
then it's a natural thing, right? It's a natural thing to become friends with them.
And I try to meet Japanese too. I went to Japanese language meetup too. I actually made a friend with a Japanese exchange student from Waseda. We went to a trip together in Seattle. I know, I guess things are just a bit easier for me.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard in New York.
I can't imagine that I thought that you were doing a lot of socialing. I think I only went to the language exchange like 3-4 times.
Damn. I'm literally going to the like Japanese language meetup every week here, even after I moved here. So I don't I have some friends I sometimes go out with. Like even back in New York, I have.
You have Japanese friends?
I don't have Japanese. I have weeb friends. I guess because like when I was in New York, and especially a few years ago before COVID, my Japanese was not good at all. I just started to pick up the language and like.
Really? When did you start studying Japanese?
Right before COVID, actually, 2019 or something, or like.
Really?
Yeah, before that I did not really speak that much. So
you gained a lot of progress in a very short amount of time.
COVID, like you have nothing else to do.
You have nothing to do. Okay.
Yeah. So like I guess they don't want to talk to you as well, right? I guess like the weebs.
They don't want to talk to. Oh.
Like I guess like in New York, like people are more. Yeah, like people are more like if you're valuable to them, like if you speak good Japanese, like they would. And also, I guess like there are some Japanese people there. And I think that they go there to practice English. Like that's like they had a simple, like very.
And you want to practice Japanese?
Yes, they had a so like that's a
conflict
which is
of
fair.
Interest.
It's not conflict of interest. It's like you do see pairs of people that like one person would speak English and the other is that. It is kind of weird, I guess. But even for those Japanese people, when they see my kao, when they see my face, like like they know, like actually they prefer just talking to a white dude. Like I don't even have to, or no, like let's not just say that. Like or like they just don't want to talk to like an Asian dude, or like they assume
they prefer to talk to a exotic person.
Yes. which is understandable.
Because-
So that was a real struggle for me back in the days. Like especially when I did not speak good Japanese, or I don't speak good Japanese.
But now
as well. Now I have not. I actually have not gone. I did not have not gone to that group for a while.
Hold on, but I thought you just went to a Japanese dinner like last week.
Like I was exclusively talking about the New York.
New York. Okay,
the
what
New
about
York
now?
group. Now, because they're my coworkers, like people are nice. It's like it's actually at my workplace, so it's like everyone is also my coworkers.
People who are
I guess they're
interested
nice.
in Japanese culture. How did you
Yeah,
get
no.
into Japanese culture?
How did I get into Japanese? Okay, this is gonna be a fun episode. Actually, I do like these kind of questions. This is much more. This is a much better question than like, what do you fantasize about? That's like,
That's an even better question. Excuse
I don't
you.
think so. Excuse you. How did I get into Japanese culture? I don't know. Like I guess probably in college. So before college, I had like zero exposure. Like I don't really watch even up until now. I don't really watch like anime. I like and it's also one thing I don't really fit in with like the Japanese learning diaspora here in America, because everyone else, like they're just like they're anime friends, so they talk. I feel like half of the time you talk about anime, and like that's something I literally don't understand. I have zero knowledge. I don't speak that
But you
language.
watch drama.
I did like that back in my college days. I guess I watched a little bit like Japanese drama, and it's purely because it's fun, and I did not really want to pick up. It's like I was not particularly interested in Japanese at the time, because I just watch a lot of dramas. I watch like Japanese dramas,
Which
American
one's your
dramas.
favorite?
Which one is my favorite? Like until now is definitely like Brush Up Life, right?
Oh, so that's like the most recent.
Yeah, that's like 2 years ago.
But like
Back in-
2010.
2010, 10 years ago. I don't know.
What's the area on 10?
So I guess like it was like the times of like Hanzawa Naoki.
Oh yeah. I got super into him.
Yeah.
Sagai Masato.
Yeah. Sakai
I was very
Masato.
very very into him.
Yeah, he's interesting. Like I watched some of that, but it's probably not my favorite. Like something that really got me into learning Japanese. It was one show. It's probably still my favorite show. One of my favorite shows is called like Kichijoji. Well, actually, I forgot the Japanese name. In Chinese, it's like 只有吉祥寺是想住的街道吗?
Okay. I know of that one. I didn't
Yeah.
watch, but it looks interesting. I like
It's
it.
very interesting, actually.
Nijijo can
Hi,
drama.
Nijijo.
Like
That-
a genre that literally nothing happens.
But yes, exactly. And also, I guess like there are shows in that like that with similar vibes. It's like, you know, like Boku no Gurume, like Gudu de Meishija, or like I guess like I did like those shows. So that was something that very unique about Japanese drama. And the opening theme song of like Kichijoji, it's like I think Aimyo, and the Japanese singer. I really like her actually. That song's probably my first song. The first Japanese song I was like, you know, I really want to learn this song, so I picked up learning Japanese because of this drama and also that song actually. True story.
How I get into the Japanese culture was I think.
Yeah, sorry, I should have asked this question.
No, it's okay. I can just self-prompt. For a while I was very into like how the evolution between the Chinese language and the Japanese language, how they were.
You are nerdy.
intertwining.
You are really nerdy.
Anyway, so you know that the modern Chinese words are all translated from Japan.
Yeah, like 民主主義とか.
Oh yeah. All these words are
all of these like or like even like
2-letter words.
Yeah, the things like used in in medical or like not just medical, it's like in physics, in like a lot
Yeah,
of
all the modern like scientific subjects, they are all
Yes.
translated by Japanese, and
Most
how
of them.
these
Yeah.
languages are like imported. how they were combined kanji
Wait, that's-
together with
That's how you got into Japanese?
as a language, I guess, as a language. It started with music, probably, and also because I really like Shina Lingo. When I was in when I was in high school, starting from my high school, I listened to her music a lot.
I see.
And then I started watching a lot of Japanese TV show because I had my desk mate, my 同桌, she watches a lot of Japanese TV show. So she always tell me like what TV show she watch. At that time there was like 偷偷爱着你花样少男少女 was very 很流行 very popular. Yeah.
聞いたことある.
Yeah, so I watched a lot of that.
I guess I watched that as well, I guess. But
You watched that
was,
too?
Yeah, I would watch that kind of like drama as well. Yes.
Yeah, so I just, since high school, I had this habit watching Japanese TV show. Because usually you either watch Korean TV show or a Japanese TV show. And we were, like me and my friends, we were in this camp that Korean TV show is kind of dumb. And then, yeah, there's always like two different group of people. You either choose this side or choose the other side. Nobody will choose that I only watch Chinese TV shows. Oh, there's a genre.
Chinese
Definitely,
TV
it's just more.
Chinese TV shows nowadays are good, actually.
Nowadays is good. I think at that time the Korean TV show are not as exciting as nowadays. Nowadays there is like at that time the KTV is usually just like family drama, relationship, rom-com, stuff like that. There's no.
It's not as like deep as, yeah.
Don't full of twist story though. So it has that depth in that way. But at that time, so you usually people who watch Japanese TV show also likes to watch American TV show, I think.
I don't
That
think so.
was how I observed.
Like when I grew up, I guess that's two camps of people.
They are all different. So there are
They're
three
different.
three camps then.
Yeah. I actually
美剧、
don't know
日剧、
that
韩
many.
剧。
I don't know that many people that actually watch Korean TV shows growing up, actually. So like there are people watching American TV shows. I used to be in that camp, actually. But I honestly, I have not watched any American TV shows in the past 10 years, or probably even longer. But
You
like,
didn't watch White Lotus?
I did not.
You should
Like-
watch White Lotus.
I stopped watching American TV shows the moment
You moved to
here.
America.
Yes, exactly.
'Cause
I
you
used to
feel
watch
like
a lot.
Life is your American TV show now?
Yes, I was like
Life
I
of
don't,
Phil.
I don't need any more of this. Like I speak, it's like because like me speaking English has become like a, you know, it's not. I don't want to speak any more English. I want to speak something else. So like I guess that's how I'm like invested in speaking Japanese as well, because like
Sick.
like,
Because you
sort
would
of
like
like-
to be in Japan. Like watching a Japanese TV show give you this like the proxy that being there, surrounded by Japanese and
probably
behave like that.
probably.
Very
But there's
interesting.
But there's a genuine risk, right? Like, I guess, like, I started learning Japanese because, like, one, I'm definitely interested in that. And two, it's sort of like an escape for me to, you know, because I just don't want to watch anymore or, like, listen to any more English. Because that's already a significant chunk of my life already. So I started picking up the language. And if I, like, say, let's say in the future, if I did make the move to Japan or somehow, I don't know. I don't know, like there's a genuine risk that I might actually start to pick up another language, actually. It's like, I'm so tired of speaking Japanese. Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Okay, I see. So you're
Okay.
just constantly bored.
Back to, yes. Yeah, ADHD, I don't know. Yeah. I have a very short attention span.
Which was calculated by the years as a unit.
I don't really know people watch Korean dramas, actually. I don't know. Maybe that's a me problem.
Clearly.
Yeah, okay.
How would you imagine that my daily interaction with my Aijan is like? Have you ever thought about that?
I don't know, like seeing you, like it's like best friends. It's like the Asian best friends kind of like experience, right?
What does this air quote mean? Quote.
Because like maybe I just wanted to emphasize that's actually a different thing from like best friends here in America, because I don't know, like this might be stereotypical, but like growing up, like you see people like they go to the bathroom together, like
I know you
Yeah, probably.
So like it's such an
なんか
Asian
そういう
girl
関係
thing.
でしょ。
Such an Asian girl thing. I guess like how it was manifest in an adult relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do feel like Japanese are sometimes, I guess it depends. Sometimes feels very easy to communicate or like interact with them because they a lot of times are very naive.
Well,
They
that
are
is
incredibly simple.
yeah, probably true. Well, that's also my observation about like American people, especially like American Midwest, like folks like growing up in the countryside.
With very simple life, simple social network.
Yeah,
Things
but
are
I don't
very
have
simple with a very
Yeah.
simple mindset.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
and
that,
the Japanese is like to each other. Yeah, maybe the interaction is quite of bland. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like maybe most of their interaction probably at the surface level is more like a bigger ratio of their interactions. Like the average level of the politeness could be easily maintained. So that's their default mode to interact with you. When I'm with Aijan, like she can find positive in any kind of shitty situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, are you freaking trolling me right now? It's obviously everything's sucking right now, and she'll be like, and no. So for example, like if my dog pooped on the floor, I'll be like, what the fuck? And then she'll be like, well, at least the floor is very clean now. It's much cleaner than 5 minutes ago. She can always find a positive aspect of a shitty situation.
Yeah. Like
That took me a long time to get just to that.
that's a mindset you don't see anywhere else actually. Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah, that's true. And it also remind me like there is a podcast that I used to listen to. It's called like Positivity. It's literally done by 3 Japanese women living in America. It's a Japanese podcast. I listen to it just to pick up the language. And also they talk about professional.
They work in America?
They work in America. So yeah.
You haven't
They
talked
talk about
okay.
a lot of like positive things. Theirs is like how do you like the title of the podcast is like literally positivity, right? This is like so like they talk a lot about like how do you cheer yourself up, how do you like look at things in a positive way, I guess. And I don't know, yeah. But also they also talk about shitty things as well. But
Maybe I should listen to a podcast. But anyway, so because of being with her, it does like help me to understand. Oh, you can look at things, the same thing in different lens. That's something that I learned from her. and it's truly, I feel
so.
like Chinese and Japanese are live in completely 2 different pace. The life pace in average.
Yes. But I would also maybe like I still feels awkward for me to say like Ai-chan.
Oh, 武器大三, it's okay.
Like maybe she didn't really so she's not from Tokyo, right? So like
No.
she lived in she was like from like Kyushu, Yamaguchi,
Nagoya.
Nagoya. So yeah. So like I guess the mindset like if you're living in like a big city like Tokyo or in New York, it's gonna be different. Like people tend to complain more about things.
Yeah. She's special. She's very pure.
Yeah.
This week there's example.
So that's like the Japanese Midwest, right? Like folks who grew up in Japanese Midwest.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding.
No, I refuse to think of her as a Japanese hillbilly. I refuse to do that.
No, but that's actually one cultural shock I had when I moved here to California, because I used to live in New York and people are just like so, like people are way more like way more likely to complain about things. Like people complain about anything. There's like the pace there is like very fast. But here, I guess like even at workplaces, even I still work at tech, like some people like you can definitely feel that, especially for folks that grew up here in California. They're just like really chill, I guess.
Like people from Nagoya is also chill.
Yeah, no,
She is pretty chill.
Yeah, she's pretty chill.
I
was
guess
saying,
I guess I met a Japanese, chill Japanese, and that feels really good. It was really easy. It was very easy. There was not a lot of culture shock. Mostly goes to from like she gave me too much homemade compliment,
I know.
and then always positive. Sometimes I just want to be negative, bitch. Can you give me a chance just to stay negative?
That's probably a Japanese in general thing, because you can't really curse in Japanese, right? So it limits it literally limits their imagination about like how
to curse?
Yeah, how to curse, how bad things can be. Like you can't really curse in the language, right?
But yeah. So because she's always like give me so much positivity, and then eventually I'm just immune to all the positive stuff that she says about me now.
But I don't know, like, well, I don't have that many Japanese friends. I guess my assumption was that Japanese people, at least some Japanese people, they're really good at being passive aggressive, I guess. Like they on the surface.
Yeah.
They were like very nice, like they were being very positive, and they support you. But like maybe if you're really, if you're really good at this, you can tell the difference. Hey, there is a subtle difference. There's a minor difference. Like she actually is expressing like, or no, I should not have said she. They might be expressing a little bit like negativeness there, and like maybe another Japanese person would catch that. I don't know. That's just my assumption. That's probably how they would communicate negativity. I would say probably.
Yeah, I think because knowing her for so many years, I am 99.9% sure she's
Okay.
not being sarcastic or whatsoever.
I see.
Yes, she just have this toxic positivity.
So just like functionally cannot be sarcastic.
Functionally cannot be negative.
Okay.
Which sometimes is very, very exhausting. I will be like, 爱讲, are you being serious?
Well, that's a 就是作为一个人类学的 sample， 就其实挺有意思。Like I generally do have questions like, so she cannot express negativity, but can she perceive negativity though?
What does that mean? Can she perceive like when some shitty stuff happened to her?
Yeah, or like other people's like negativity.
Yeah, like I'm negative all the fucking time. And then she would try to cheer me up, which is very nice. So a lot of times when I'm feeling like crap, she always makes me feel good. That's definitely one of the benefits by having a Japanese girlfriend. But my specific Japanese girlfriend.
Yeah, that goes along with like what I said in the beginning, right? Because I feel like when I have Japanese people in the room, that really cheers me up a lot. Mm-hmm. You want to wrap up this episode? You have been.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. My mind is still clear.
Your mind is still clear.
No, my mind is clear, so I can keep going. If my mind's not clear, now I have to go to sleep. What are you talking about?
I forgot. My mind is not clear.
Your mind's not clear?
No, it's good. I'm just kidding.
For a while, I was pretty involved in a circle of Japanese, but they are all shufu.
They're all what?
Shufu. Housewives. So like husband.
Wait, how do you fit in them?
Because I was friends with Aijang, and Aijang has a lot of shufu friends.
How are you gonna fit in their like whatever they're talking about? Like how do you
can't,
how do you participate?
so I don't hang out with them anymore. I just eat. Because when they hang out, usually there's when they hang out, usually it's like food prepared, which is very nice. Yeah, now I just realized my favorite thing having a Japanese friend is, again, it's not universal because obviously not every Japanese can be friends, but Aijang is really, really good at cooking. She likes chef kiss.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. Oh my god. There was one time I've never had a traditional Japanese breakfast. And then she just made me Japanese breakfast.
What,
It was, like,
what is? What is
grilled fish,
the
miso
typical?
soup.
I see.
grilled salmon, miso soup, some like side dish and rice, like what you would see in the TV show.
I see.
And then tomorrow, I'm gonna go bug her again. And hopefully she'll make me lunch and dinner. Usually when she makes food, like the completion is always like 100%. There's like how you plate, how you combine different dishes together, what ingredients to use. It's always perfect.
It's like something they're obviously they're trained. Like, I don't know. Like,
do you imagine a Japanese girlfriend with a cook for you?
I mean, I like cooking. I cook in relationships. So
you cook for your relationship and all of them died.
We don't have to be this sentimental, but like, so I don't really have that picture. I don't really have that picture because I do like cooking. So it's especially because I don't eat at home that often. Mm-hmm. Places I work, they have food, they have free food, so I just like go there. So like I only cook on weekend. I used to only cook on weekend when I was cooking. So it's a way of like, it's a kind of like meditation for me. I like. So I don't really imagine like.
So you don't imagine that's a Japanese housewife.
Don't take my medication away from me.
Okay, so
meditation. Sorry.
I'm just trying to fishing out your fantasies.
You're like you. Why are you so?
Because I can't imagine
so
that's
fixated on my fantasies. なんか日常的な感じ. I don't know. I don't really picture that actually. I actually like doing things myself. So I don't fantasize about doing things.
You just like to be surrounded.
Yes.
By that culture.
I don't really fantasize doing a lot of things with other people actually. I like you're obviously being judgmental right now.
No, I'm just in doubt.
No, I did. I had a chat with ChatGPT some while back.
As your therapy session?
Yes, as my therapy session. It was like, and ChatGPT was like, you kind of like enjoy doing things yourself. I was like, yeah, that was spot on. Like, I don't.
Did ChatGPT say that you would die alone?
No, but I don't know. I genuinely do enjoy doing a lot of stuff myself. I travel mostly solo. Mm-hmm. Most of my activities are also solo, mm-hmm. And so I don't really fantasy. Like, it's not with a term of like on Japanese girlfriend. It's like on, especially I guess on girlfriend. I don't really picture that much as well. It's just like maybe someone on the same wavelength as I am and understand what I'm doing and when I.
But you want a girlfriend in general.
I guess so. I guess so. Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay, I guess I don't know man enough.
You don't know man enough. It's not like まあ人はなんかそれぞれなんですけど people are different, right?
Yeah. But I feel like there's like a longing for companionship. It's shared. I think the baseline is relatively high.
Yes. I'm not saying that I'm like longing for solitude. I'm still longing for companionship. It's just like companionship with like a ちょうどいい distance. It's good. I don't know.
And the Japanese culture has this built-in ちょうどいい distance. 距離感.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah, now you say it, I do realize actually. It is. It is.
Interesting. I don't know why we are friends because I'm a very invasive person.
I'm also I can be friends over like
You're trying to make sense but it's failing.
No, it's not. It's like I guess we're friends because we do like again something we said in the last episode, like we do fall into the crack of like we're like weebs, we're weebs within weebs of like this
double weebs.
Trilingual diaspora of like, you know, like I don't like I live in America but I don't really belong in America, but I'm also somewhat proficient in American culture. I get along with American dudes. I do have white, like I hang out with those folks, but I don't really like that's not like 100% of like, it's not like I don't identify with them. Some part of me does. I do and identify with Americans, but it's just like there's like another part of me. So I guess like we fall into the same like very very small crack of those things. So it's like we I guess like that's why we're friends. Yeah, but I genuinely, I don't know.
I do feel like recently, because since I got a dog, right? I usually when dog owners go to the dog parks, if the dogs become friends, the dog owners might become friends too. That's how I understood how dog parks work, right? So nowadays, every day I take Sophie to a dog park. I just want to listen to my podcast. Please don't come to talk to me. I just want to be myself and listen to my dog podcast. It's because usually during those times, I'm pretty tired already, and I don't want to social. And also,
so
I
this
don't want
is
to
your
make
therapy session now?
I don't want to. No, I don't want to make. I was just thinking what you were saying. I think when I was 20, I had a lot of energy trying to make friends, especially when I just moved to Portland. Right, everything is still new, and people here were very different from East Coast, and was trying to explore. Right, and then I think now I've stayed in Portland for 10 years now. I don't have that desire to meet new people anymore. Before 5 years ago, I was trying to meet new people every year. And then one of them is Aicha. I don't do that anymore. Now I only hang out with her. I'm like in America, I'll hang out with Japanese.
年を取ったね. I kind of see what you're saying.
Oh, wow. I become an introvert. But I think I thought about that a lot. But if I have to go out to social with them, I can't. I don't feel like to. I'm lazy now.
That's exactly who I am. That's like a lot of people, like my college friends, my work friends, my friends I made after like all these years, like they all think I'm like an extrovert, like, but I'm actually not. I don't really identify with an extrovert. I can be an extrovert most of the time, and like I meet people and just like I social, like I make people happy, I guess. And some people do like hang out with me, so we become friends. But there's like the intrinsic part of me is like I just want to be with myself, because I guess there's like so many facades about like on me, and like but when I hang out with some people, like I only like there's like only one or two facades that I like present to them, like that will just like drain, and just like my other facades would be like, like I'm still here, hello. So that was like I don't know, like I after a while I would just like I would be a little bit bored, or just like exhausted. Like I need to do some other stuff. Like there's like my other needs I need to process. So like if I hang out with like American friends too much, I was like, that's like enough Americanism for me today. Like I need to go check out something else. Literally. Oh.
So inside of you, do you think you are more identify as Japanese then?
I don't really identify with Japanese. I have an identity issue. Like I don't identify with
anything.
Yes, and that's a problem.
So like the being around Japanese give you comfort because there's the
yes.
built-in distance. Don't get close to me. Too close.
Yeah, I have not tried like being with Japanese person like 24 hours, like it's just like in a very extended setting or prolonged setting, I guess. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I only hang out with them. First of all, I don't hang out with them that much anymore. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what would happen. Like so I don't know if I moved to Japan what's gonna happen as well. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there is that. That is why. I don't know. It's just like I like to do so many things, and just like you can't really expect to have company to try out all these different kinds of stuff with you, right? So like over the years, I've just like developed.
Oh my god, you're gonna die alone.
I don't mind.
It's like, okay, so
But you get what I'm saying, right? It's just like I feel trapped in this a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot actually. And I do see myself like sinking more. I'm just like getting trapped more and right. This episode was not.
Maybe you should find like a Latina girlfriend who will ignite you the fire inside.
I have a friend at work, a good friend at work, and he's Chinese. I guess like ethnic Chinese. He moved from China. We just had dinner tonight actually, and he mainly hang outs with like Latino folks. He's like yeah, I was.
They're exciting.
I've been to his place a few times. There's like zero Chinese-ness there. Period. I was there and I was looking at his bookshelf. There's like no Chinese books at all, and like I checked his fridge. There's like no 饺子 or anything. Like there's he's not.
The definition of a Chinese fridge is there's no dumplings.
Yeah, and he has like
I agree.
Yeah, he has like no like soy sauce, like proper soy sauce as well. It's like, but he it's not like he doesn't cook. He cooks. He just like he cooks all this like white people food, and also like Latino like tacos and whatever. Yeah, he seemed happy. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you need some spice in your life maybe. Yeah, but I can only one of the. So, cause I have before I have had other Japanese friends too. Unlike you, didn't have any. So
you didn't have to. Okay.
So, but with them, I had some like communication issue. Cause I didn't like put it too much effort into a relationship, the friendship too. So sometimes I couldn't figure out, are they just being polite or they're just avoiding conflict. I couldn't figure out what they truly wanted. That makes the relationship pretty hard. It's like, from my perspective, it's like you're always like hitting a wall. But they also don't know how to like kimoji o tsudaeru. Communicate their feelings. Yeah, so it was pretty difficult.
I would say it's probably when I first moved here, I have this problem with lots of folks as well, right? Especially in New York. Like you have friends that from, I don't know. There was a time I only hang out with like Asian folks because I guess like they are. What I'm trying to say. What I was trying to say is like it's more of like a cultural clash problem, I guess, than something just unique
to Japanese.
To Japanese, I would say, probably, yeah. But I see what you're saying. I do feel that, like with lots of folks. I don't have Japanese friends.
Interesting. I guess this problem probably was more like obvious when I'm with Japanese. I had a lot of like European friends.
It's like more pronounced when you're, but like maybe just like European friends that are like, you know, like they're not actually that much different from like Japanese friends as well.
I don't have any British friends. No, too hard to handle. No.
Too hard to handle? Like what's
too
wrong
hard
with
to handle
British
them.
friends?
I don't know. I guess I actually had a Osana Najimi who lives in Tokyo right now. Used to date a British guy. That guy was okay, I guess. It's just like the passive aggressiveness you got from the Brits. It was sometimes I don't have time for this. Okay.
I see.
Yeah, and then I had a lot of good experience with Spanish. I guess that speaks like Latinos, they are very whatever. So Spanish is like whatever. And
yeah, I guess
same as whatever, like I am. So we get along.
Yeah, like they're more direct. Like they
are more chaotic.
Yes, they're more chaotic. Yes, probably.
Yeah. So I resonate with chaos a lot.
So you're what you're saying is just like you're not vibe checking with, like you don't vibe check with some Japanese friends, I guess. Yeah, probably. Some folks are just like, I guess like they're just like very introverted and they get scared by talking to like even friends, I guess. Like they're I don't know.
I'm just very lucky. Ai-jan's perfect. She's like easy to understand. She speaks her mind. She's toxic positive. She makes really good food. And she always cheer me up. And then she always help me with stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so that's jealous. What can I say? Well, I have friends who are like that, but I don't have Japanese friends.
Really? You have friends to that degree?
Yeah, I do. Like, I have a lot of close friends. I was lucky. I was really lucky. I'm like, I have.
Like, did you have friends like make delicious food for you that is good enough to sell in a restaurant?
It's good enough to sell in a restaurant. Let me think.
Taking out your phone to find out the people.
I do actually. I'm gonna visit them like next week in Ontario, Canada.
Okay, then you have to send pictures. Then we can verify.
Yeah, they make really good food. And
What kind of cuisine?
what kind of Chinese actually? Like he used to like he went to college there in Canada, and he just like he literally used to work at like different restaurants, like Chinese restaurants in Canada, because I guess like you have to pay your tuition. So he's like making Chinese restaurant grade food. So that counts as one. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Chinese food is hard to make at a restaurant grade. I'm looking forward to this picture.
You know, you have anything else Japanese you want to talk about?
Has no culture. I want to talk about the food etiquette. At least from the part of China that I'm from, you have to like abundancy is very important during like a feast. You always have like endless amount of food is coming to your table, right? So sometimes when I go to a Japanese friend's house and they will serve tea only 60% full, I always just feel like, are you being serious?
So like,
because I need at least 90% full of the glass, okay? But it's like this.
That's a very minor nuance thing.
Minor nuance?
It's not minor. It's a nuance, but it's like a.
Because they always try to like leave some like empty space around their food.
Yes, just like French folks, right? Like I don't like French food. I'm very judgmental about French food, but yes.
At the daily food snacks, how they are how they serve you in that way, I always just feel like that's not enough. Please give me more. That's the direct. That's like completely the opposite from Chinese culture.
I do feel that as well, actually. Like the so-called like wabi sabiness, like he's like like it's just like sabi. It's like I don't know. So Japanese food, I'm not like into all Japanese food. Like I don't really like sushi.
What?
Well, it's not I don't like sushi. It's like maybe like the high-end sushi places, I actually cannot tell the difference between like good sushis and bad sushi.
So you only deserve like
sushiro. It's like kaiten sushi. I'm good. I'm happy. Yes. I'm really just happy. And I don't like I'm happy with like Americanized sushis, like dragon rolls and things like that. I'm also happy with that as well. So
how do you think the sushi we had last time in my house with Aijang?
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, so last time when Phil came to my...
Yes, like Uchida-san wa nanka...
Yeah, Aijang like made like a hand rolled sushi, temaki, for us. So we like did temaki by ourselves. And we went to like a local fish shop, bought really good sashimi. That was really good.
Yeah, if Uchida-san is listening to this,
like... Very...
はい、改めてなんか
You didn't feel like the fish was like so fresh that it melt in your mouth?
I did, but also like the cheap sushiro stuff like also makes me feel like this fish is melting in my mouth.
What?
Yeah,
does your mouth have a high temperature or something?
No, I don't know. It's just like I'm not into like high-end sushi stuff. And part of that, and also like like the portion is also a problem. So I like Japanese comfort food. It's like ramen. Kind of
I'm curious. Actually, next time maybe there's a very good sushi restaurant here in Portland. It's called Nimbo Fish. They serve edomae sushi. Very good edomae sushi. Edomae sushi.
I go to like my local like I'm probably gonna go tomorrow morning as well. This is like my local. I have a new favorite Japanese supermarket, and they have like very fresh. Like I go there and just buy fresh fish. Yeah, I guess.
But eating with Aijang is different though, because she has sushi knowledge.
Yeah.
She knows which fish that is, and which part of the fish that is being served. Why it's different? Is it more fat or less fat? Professional. Yeah. So the experience is kind of different.
Yeah, it's like it was my first time actually seeing people make like sushi rice, and that's interesting.
In real life.
In real life. And also like I remember like going to the supermarket and I asked her like what kind of like nollie is best for making sushi.
Yeah. Did you learn one thing or two from that experience?
I did. And also I vlogged the whole thing as well. Mainly just for me to be able to like do it myself.
To review the material.
Yeah, to review the material. That was but like here it's so convenient because like here my local Japanese supermarket they have sushi. No, not they have sashimi. They can just they will just like peel the fish for you.
Uh-huh.
Prepare the fish for you, and also they have sushi rice as well. You can just like they have sushi rice ready. You can just like get a bowl of sushi rice and you can just have it with. So that's I don't have to make it. Like that's something I did not have in New York, which I really appreciate right now. But I do feel the sentiment. Like if you want to talk about like the wabi-sabiness of Japanese food, I guess yes. Like I like a lot of places I go to, like especially I've never had a kaiseki, never.
Really? Why?
Because I feel like I'm just like it's not worth it because I'm paying a that's a lot of money for just like
Do you like
something.
fine dining?
I don't like fine dining actually. Well, in general, yes. Well, it's not like I don't like. It's just like it's not like something I'm so hyped about. Yeah. Sometimes I go fine dining. Very rare though. Especially like
with your girlfriend.
on special occasions. Yeah, probably.
Like, are you those type that will go try fine dining restaurant?
I used to be, I guess. Like my hate for French food was
It's too fine.
yeah, it's too fine. And it's also like I used to have a Singaporean coworker and he had to like go back to Singapore for some kind of like visa or kind of that kind of reasons. And so before he left New York or left America, like he said like we should go have dinner as a special occasion. And so like he picked a like I guess a Michelin star French restaurant in New York. I was there and they had a dress code. I was like just wearing t-shirt and I had a jacket, like a proper jacket. I had only one well now I probably have two. But like I had a jacket on. But I was there like I was just like but I don't feel comfortable in a jacket because that's something it's not something I wear every day. I don't wear jacket at all. I don't suit up at all, I guess. During lunch or during dinner I just like took it off and just like I'm
feeling
just, like,
awkward
eating in this shirt. I'm not feeling awkward because I'm not that judgmental about how people judge me. So I'm not judgmental about people being judgmental.
Fuck when people judge you.
Yeah. Yes. Like the waiter, like he came to me and said like, "Sir, no, sir, like he's like he said like, hey, did you notice like people around you like they are wearing suits and we have a dress code and can you put it on?" And so I just put it on. But like after a while, like I was like, I just put it off again. And he came to me and I said like, can you put on your suit again? I was like, dude, I'm like paying like a few $100 for food that's also in very small portion. That's like I probably go and I need another like ramen or whatever after this anyways. And like you're being like so judgmental about like, hey, like, dude, you're not wearing suit. So why am I doing this? So like I don't like French food.
I'm draining my wallet for a little amount of food, and you still want me to put my jacket on?
Yes,
what the
exactly.
fuck? You should be paying me for doing that.
Exactly. It's just like I'm paying money to get like so food and like and to like they have this like I don't know. Like,
so food, you mean like the quality or just like the quantity?
I guess both actually.
So the food wasn't that great.
No, it's just like I don't enjoy French food that much.
Because
like
they cannot fill your mouth.
There's probably only one like French dish I like. It's like duck confit, and it's like it's like Chinese food. It's just basically
because it's duck.
Yes, duck, and
any way of making duck is tasty.
Yeah, probably. But like the other French food, no, I don't like. I guess I'm food wise. I'm just like more like I don't know how to say this in English, but like 便宜大碗. I really like it. Like street food.
You're the cheap date.
Yeah, I am the cheap date. Yes.
No, I guess like East Coast is more like old school fashion, dress code. But like the restaurants here, like, at least in Portland, you can wear whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Then it's probably a New York thing. Then I might try.
It's also much cheaper. You should come to Portland again. I can take you to some restaurants. It's really nice.
So,
it's
like,
not
I
that
have
expensive. It's okay. Yeah.
I have a stereotypical thing about I guess. Okay.
East Coast is a little bit more pretentious on that front. You know, like
Yes.
LA rejected the Michelin star rating system. Just like, we don't want you here. LA has plenty good food.
They're very superstitious, I guess. Yeah. Wait, but it's also like Japanese food as well. So I think Japanese food in New York, like average comfort food level Japanese food is not that good in New York, but like very high end Japanese food, like the best sushi restaurants probably like in America is probably in New York. Right across the street from the French Michelin star that I had. Yeah, but here I'm very happy that I moved here to California because like Japanese food here is really good, especially like comfort food, like
Curry.
Yeah, curry or like
omurice.
Yeah, that's really good.
I've never had omurice.
You've never had omurice? You can.
I should ask Ajan to make me one.
Yeah. Does she know how to make omurice?
She knows how to make anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, Japanese food.
She's my Doraemon. She answered to my food wishes. Sorry.
Let me take my. I just recently bought a book.
Why you have a whiteboard in your room?
It's not my whiteboard. It's just like this room came with a whiteboard. So.
Okay. Yeah. What you gonna say?
No, I was saying that like Japanese food is actually not that hard to make. I don't know. Like in general, is. Especially like if you cook Chinese.
No, you can't say that in English. Say that in English. Let everybody understand.
Yeah, it's like when I'm like making Chinese food is like the prep you have to make. Like the food prepping is probably the worst amongst like all cuisines. It's like because white people food is just like you literally some of them you don't even have to. You don't have to grill. It's just like they you can get away with salad. It's like raw food. You slice it, piece it, like just like mix it with salad and some dressing, and that's it. Like, and that's all, most food is like that. And or you get a steak and just like toss it in a grill or something, and it's done. But Chinese food is like, like
the way you cut it is.
Yes, the way you cut it is like. Because like first of all like it has to be made in a like the utensils that you use to consume this food is also very different. So like you don't use knives and so like the whole system is different. I
did
guess,
you also read that book by Fuchsia Dunlop?
Yeah, I have it right here actually.
Wait, what? Why you would have that book? It's so weird. How to eat Chinese food.
Well, no, not that book, but this book. It's like
she had a new book. Okay.
This is not her newest one, but this is like a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
So you have books on food. Very interesting.
I have lots of food. I have lots of books on food. I like food. I am a foodie. Like
next time, maybe you should cook for us. I can't. And I will be waiting.
But I cook very slow. Like I'm not like a.
What do you mean? You're a slow cook?
Yeah, I'm a slow cook. I cannot multitask when I cook.
You don't have to like put up a feast or whatever. Just something casual is okay.
Yeah, but the thing is like if I make more than like 2 or 3 dishes, and by the time the third dish comes out, like the first one is like
cold.
Yeah, it'll be like cold. Like
so the coordination has problems.
Yeah, like mine, I have to do it like very sequentially. Like 20, maybe like 15-20 minutes, I have a dish.
You didn't have the spreadsheet to plan out the different steps.
Because I'm not that experienced, I guess. Like I just like claim I like doing, and I also do it sometimes, but I don't actually get them into chances.
You don't do it like every day.
I don't do it every day.
You haven't done like a dish for like 100 times.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not your habit yet to make a certain dish.
I can cook for you guys actually.
Yeah, we'll be waiting. How about next week?
Next week I'll be in Canada, and the next week I'll be in New York.
Oh yeah, I'm going to New York at the end of June too.
End of June. End of June isn't that like
No, it's May.
独立日? Yeah.
Yeah, that weekend. The weekend before that.
I see.
Yeah, okay, let's wrap up. I'm actually tired now.
Yeah, okay. Let's wrap up.
Talking about a lot of stuff. I feel like our content is so diluted. It's just a lot of 废话.
你继续.
Yeah. Like, if you got distracted for a moment and didn't hear anything, it's totally okay.
但不就是这样.
It's just all 废话.
不需要花任何心思来听.
Okay, I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay.
And then...
你要说个结语吗?
I honestly have nothing to say to you guys. Thanks for listening. Last episode after upload, I lost 1 subscriber.
Maybe you can start we can start like a new channel or something. Sorry.
But later on, I gained 4 back. So Nat gained 3.
Okay, that's good news then.
And we got a comment actually from the last episode too.
Really?
Yeah, we got a comment, which is surprising. So anyway,
what did
thanks
you say?
for the comment. That comment was my motivation tonight to keep making this podcast.
Oh, really? I want to respond to the comment actually.
You want to just do it?
Which...
Well,
yeah, go to sleep actually.
Yeah, thanks everyone for listening, and thanks for listening to our meaningless chat.
I don't know why we're doing this actually.
We try to keep doing this. We'll try to keep doing this. There's things that have to have meaning in this life.
Someone just probably check out Brooklyn Park Slope.
Yes.
Times Square is awful. Okay.
Thank you for the comment.
Yeah, I do agree. Park Slope is great actually.
Okay, cool. All right. So
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. This is the 3rd time we say goodbye. Bye.